Welcome back to the Porsche 911 Carrera. I'm going to give you 5 things I love about it and 5 things I hate about it. It's as simple as that. I've had the car for a few days now, and I think I've worked out what I like and what I don't like. So we'll get straight into this video. So first thing that I like is, of course, the way it looks. Look at it. It's a stunning piece of artwork, that sloping back end. It's gorgeous. I like the way the Cayman looks, but they're always a little bit awkward on that back end, and this, the 911, there's no disputing, it's the king of the sports car world. It's absolutely beautiful. The colour isn't what I'd choose, but the design of the car, obviously, it's beautiful. It really is. Reason number 2, the exhaust. This owner, previous owner, has spec'd the sports exhaust. It sounds absolutely glorious. I'll post a clip on the screen now, and you can hear it. Sounds so nice. It makes me want to get an exhaust on the Cayman. Reason number 3 is the simplicity of it. The steering wheel is just one example of that. There's no buttons on it, there's no messing around. It's a manual car, very few options, and it's just nice and simple and raw. It's very much like the early 911s, and I really, really enjoy that about it. If it had sport chrono, if it had all these like 918 bucket seats and it had a cage in it, I don't know, it wouldn't be a sports car to me. This is a true sports car, nice and basic, big engine at the back, rear wheel drive, that's what you want. Reason number 4, it's the boot space. Way bigger than my Cayman, and actually, probably get a pram in there. That's decent. That's really big, and I can fit in it. And I'll tell you what, it's more comfortable than the back seat. And reason number 5, this is a 911, so of course it's going to be the way it drives. This car drives absolutely beautifully on the road. It feels planted, it feels secure, and obviously it's extremely powerful. So it wouldn't be a top 5 about a 911 without mentioning the way it drives. And that brings me on to 5 things I hate about the 911. I am ashamed to say this, but this list was easier to think of than the things I love. First up, it's the fact it's a 911 and the negative comments and remarks you get from people and the attention this thing grabs, I'm really not a fan of. Only driving it earlier on today, I had someone shouting abuse at me and I did nothing but drive past. I don't know whether that's because it's white or because it's a 911. So if you have a 911, drop it in the comment. Do you get something similar? Because I get nothing in the Cayman. People don't hate on that. People tend to hate on this and I don't know why. This car is for sale with SUV Prestige, so if you haven't already followed them, make sure you check the description out, follow them on YouTube. It's for sale for less than 50 grand, £50,000, which is less than a highly spec'd Golf R, it's less than an Audi RS3, but I bet you I get more abuse in this. I don't know why, maybe it's the way I look. Could be, with these shorts, probably deserve it. The second thing that I hate about the 911, you buy a 911, 3.4 litre engine, someone says, can I have a look at the engine? Of course you can have a look at the engine. That's it, it's 2 fans, oil cap. Why have they done that? The engine's here, what? There must be a better way, Porsche, there must be. But anyway, that's another thing I hate about it. Third thing I hate about this 911 is the clutch. It's extremely long, the travel's massive, so even with my long legs, like, it's a stretch. My wife jumped in this, seat in the nearest position to the steering wheel, as high up as possible, and with her leg fully extended, she could just touch get the clutch all the way down to the bottom. When she lifted it back up, her leg was up here, so it doesn't really work. I don't really like it. I wouldn't choose a manual, and people are probably going to shout at me for that, but I wouldn't choose a manual. The gearbox is nice, clutch is awful. So the fourth thing that I hate about the 911, and something I'm going to get hated on in the comments about, because this is a characteristic of the car, and it's the loose front end. I really don't like how light it is on the front end. I'm assuming because the engine's in the back, but I don't like the way it travels across the road. I don't like the way it jumps when it hits bumps. The Cayman doesn't do that. The Cayman just stays straight and true on every single road. This doesn't. So I know it may be a characteristic, It's not one that I like. So the last thing I hate about the 911 is the seat. I'm back here. Yeah, the back seat. What a joke. Look how uncomfortable I am in here. It's really, really hot. I can't straighten my head. My knees hurt. It's a very, very uncomfortable position. So yeah, I hate the back seat of a 911. It may come to a surprise to a lot of you. I expected it to be like a Bentley Mulsanne in the back of here. Not good. So there we are. There's 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about the Porsche 911. See you later.